joke recently, and it was, what do Renault owners want the most? It's that just once in their life they would have a proper car. But do you know what BMW owners want? They want that their BMW would be this agile as this electric Renault Twingo.
That's right. The model, which was originally designed for an electric drive, has finally gotten its batteries an electric motor. I've driven the Twingo a while ago and was pleasantly surprised by its tiny turning radius and how easy it was to handle in cities as well as parking. This thing has now truly become a city hamster, as the electric drive is currently most suited for shorter drives and traffic jams.
So, electricity, yes or no? Now think about it. How many kilometers do you do every day? 10, 20, 50? So you go to work, you take your kids to school, and then in the meanwhile you go to the shopping. Now in many bigger supermarkets there is already available a free of charging electrical stations. Now, so think about it. In about half an hour when you do your shopping and you drink your coffee, you recharge the battery so you can go about 80 kilometers. So you don't have to pay for it, and even better, you save, because you cannot buy the entire living room and then put it into this car, so you will think twice, what do you need to buy that day?
Well, you'll probably not be buying electricity at a supermarket. Although I do believe this free energy is going to be billed sooner rather than later. There's no free lunches. The Twingo doesn't tell you what's under its rear trunk, apart from a few ZE stickers here and there. Still tiny, with a small trunk, and still a very agile car.
The interior of this car is very simple, so they were making no complication whatsoever. Now, if you're one of those who are still afraid of automatic gearbox, don't be, because handling this one is basically much more simple than the washing machine you're having at home. Now, take a look at this handle. It has position for parking, it has position for reverse driving, neutral, and for driving along. Also, what I have to say, the assemble of the interior of this car is very on high quality level, even better than some other Renault models.
You could say the interior is chic, and depending on the chosen equipment level, you'll get a lot of stuff the bigger cars have. A big infotainment screen, radio controls by the steering wheel, automatic climate controls, cruise control, USB connectors, and so on. The higher trim levels include seats wrapped in leather and cloth, and you also have a few color accent options as well as combinations. The battery pack in this Twingo sports 23 kilowatt hours, which means around 200 kilometers of range in the best possible conditions, providing you stay away from hard acceleration and freeways like a vampire avoids garlic. The range will quickly diminish at higher or lower temperatures, especially if you start using heating or cooling of the interior. The 60 kilowatt motor will get you to 100 kilometers per hour in 12 seconds and a half, while its top speed is limited to 135 kilometers per hour. So, truly meant more for city running and very short adventures on the freeway. While I'm on the subject of adventures, it needs to be said the Twingo was always a fun car. But with the battery pack, which lowers its center of mass, it really becomes a go-kart. To charge this go-kart from 0 to 100% with a regular wall plug, it'll take 11 hours. This time will go down with more powerful outlets, all the way to 22 kilowatt fast charging stations, which will do this in just over an hour. The electric Twingo starts at just over 20,000 euros. For the fully equipped model with practically all the extras, you'll be paying 26,500 euros.
So, bottom line, with this car you get 200 kilometers of range, which is more than enough for the second car. It is also very good soundproof, even better than Zoe, so you won't hear much from the outside. Also, it is very fun to drive because it's so agile. And if you are a bit taller than me, or quite taller than me, there is more than enough space. And for the end, there are low costs of maintaining, so there is no gearbox maintaining, there is no changing oil, there is no changing filters.